Madam Speaker, I'm also very happy to be a part of a government that has accomplished much in the 3 years in which we have been in control. And Madam Speaker, I did that first off, worked for almost 2.5 years with the government as an independent member, but took the step to join the party in December of 2015, a decision that I felt was right one, and one which I am confident and have no regrets about. And I'm very happy to be a part of the team and the people with which I work with. Madam Speaker, over the past 3 years, this government has successfully turned around both the country and the government itself from the mess we inherited in 2013. The first task, Madam Speaker, was to restore the nation's public finances. And Madam Speaker, that has taken a lot of time, and it has taken a lot of determination and commitment, but it's a credit to this government that that has been achieved. And Madam Speaker, no one but country and we must all realize is that for the first 3 budgets, we were faced with cuts in overall spending as a result of the compliance with the FFR. Each year we had to deal with all of our demands, with all of the demands that were placed on us, and all the cries for resources, with less and less each year. And this is the first year, this budget that is before us, is the first one where we have been able to take the step of increasing our spendings to deal with some of the issues that have been, where demands have been placed on us that we have not been able to address on an ongoing basis. But Madam Speaker, there's one thing I know, and that is now that we have restored that confidence of the people and of the business has increased in government. Talk to business people in this country, they tell you business is doing better, and it is getting better. And if you think back to 2013, what was the biggest concern that the people had? And I remember this because it was done in a survey by the Chamber. It was a lack of confidence in government. And that, Madam Speaker, is undisputable, and that is something that we can take pride in. Increased business confidence has led to increased investment. It has led to increased employment. And while every one of us would wish and hope, our goal ought to be that there ought to be not one Caymanian unemployed, we recognize that the number of people who are unemployed is a lot less than it was just a few short years ago. Government has supported business growth further by facilitating private sector investment and in investing directly in infrastructure, working to support financial services and tourism, including, Madam Speaker, the recent visit to the UK, where we had the opportunity to speak at the Anti-Corruption Summit. Madam Speaker, I said to a number of my colleagues that speech made by our Premier was a shot that was heard around the world. Government has focused on ensuring that economic success brings benefits to Caymanians, directly by working with the private sector on job creation, and indirectly by utilizing the revenues that growth brings to consistently but sustainably cut duties and benefit consumers and businesses. Find me a government in living memory, Madam Speaker, that has never raised taxes in its 4-year term. Well, let's all put them all our hands. We're the only one. Find me a government that has ever reduced taxes. We're the only ones. can't take it away. I got more memory than you.
Members, please keep comments through the chair.
Thank you,
Order.
Madam Speaker. Sorry. My apologies, Madam Speaker. The truth of the matter is now, Madam Speaker, is that government, having done what we have done and accomplished, from our position of sound finances, stable financial, stable economy, one that is growing, we can now act and now look in terms of the long-term interests of the island and progress a lot of the changes that are needed to benefit the people in the future. We list some of the things at which can be looked at and dealt with very aggressively and very decisively. Is a cruise ship dock, solid waste management, education changes, public sector reform, and also Project Future. This year's budget is about seeing through the changes that started in 2013, and doing so with the same determination that has characterized the spirit of getting things done, as we have in the past 3 years. It's about putting in place the platform for continued success, continued growth for Cayman beyond the next election. I believe that our government is one for the long term, pursuing a long-term plan. That's why there are measures in the budget that will bring real benefits to people. It is not a short-term pre-election giveaway that would be to repeat the mistakes of the past. I believe sincerely that our government is about integrity, honesty, and governing in the long-term interests of the people it serves with a country. And, Madam Speaker, I believe that the budget that we will continue to debate and ultimately vote on will be perceived to be one that promotes continued development, one that promotes continued growth, and one that will continue to see us deal with some of the longer-term issues that have needed our development. Some of the allow us to continue to deal with a number of the long issues that require a solution in the long term, that we finally get around to try and deal with some of these things. I'm proud to be a part of this government and look forward to a very successful year as we move forward with this budget. Thank you, Madam Speaker, for allowing me to share my thoughts and to speak on behalf of the Ministry of Health and Culture.